In Toyama Prefecture in the middle of the Japanese archipelago, there is a town called Yatsuo. Among the traditions of this small town is one called Owara. In this video, I'll introduce Owara and its history. Owara, passed down in Yatsuo city of Toyama Prefecture, with its elegant dance, its emotional, almost melancholy instrumental performance and beautiful music, is a festival tradition which exemplifies traditional Japanese culture. The birthplace of Owara, Yatsuo. Built in 1636 at the base of the Japanese Alps, the city prospered as an important center for industries such as silkworm cultivation and traditional papermaking. According to legend, in about 1700 to celebrate the recovery of the city's treasure, the townspeople paraded around their town while singing and dancing for 3 days and nights. Their parade route became the route used today for the festival in which Owara is performed. The Kaze no Bon is a festival held on September 1st, 210 days after the first day of spring, according to the Japanese calendar. The festival is held to appease the gods so that they will protect the rice crops from wind damage, and to showcase Owara as a dance of prayer for the year's good harvest. Let's take a look at the parts that make up Owara. First are the dancers. The impressive hats they are wearing on their heads are called sugegasa. In the old days, when dancing in public was not considered common, the dancers would wear towels or straw hats to conceal their faces and hide their shyness. This custom continues today. Men wear traditional festival dress called hapi, and women wear a kind of kimono meant for summer called a yukata. Actually, the city of Yatsuo is separated into 11 regions, and though they all use the same Owara as a basis, each region performs their own flavor of the dance. In addition, the regions have different styles of dress, giving each region its own charm. You can probably guess that the familiar summer dress of Japanese samurai films, compared to t-shirts or hoodies, was rather pricey. Even just the obi, or sash which is worn around the waist to tie the kimono closed, is surprisingly expensive. It wasn't something that every household could afford to own many of. So in the old days, when it came time to decide the uniform dress of the Owara dancers, they chose to use the black obi sash meant for funerals, which every household was sure to own. Because of this, the female dancers still wear black obi. However, among the 11 regions, there was one affluent district with shops lining the streets. The dancers of this region wear their kimonos with a dazzling gold and silver checkered obi. Such differences in the clothing of the Owara dancers is just one of the things that give the dance its charm. Within the variety of dancing, there are both the old dance that represents a prayer for a good harvest, and the new dance, which was created 100 years ago and is characteristic of traditional Japanese buyo dancing. The new dance is further separated into a version for women and one for men. Next is the group of musicians and vocalists called jikata. The instruments are shamisen, a small high-pitched Japanese taiko drum, and a stringed instrument called a kokyu, which makes a melancholy sound similar to that of a Scottish fiddle. Added to this is the singer, and the call which indicates to the band the unique interludes between the parts of the song. The members of each region perform while wearing the yukata of that region. The song's lyrics are written in an alternating pattern of 7-syllable and 5-syllable lines, in the style of traditional Japanese poetry such as haiku. Usually, the lyrics of Owara's music are organized in a syllable pattern of 7-7-7-5. Before the last line of 5 syllables, the word Owara is sung. Because the lyrics are separated into 2 parts and are sung very slowly, each phrase becomes very long. Despite this, the singers are able to sing each phrase in a beautiful high-pitched falsetto without pausing for breath. The lyrics to the songs concern Yatsuo's landscape and culture, its customs, and the heart of its people. Let's listen to one of their songs now. If one can understand the meaning of the lyrics, Owara becomes that much more interesting to watch. Owara is an integral part of this town, from infants hearing the music before they are even born to students taking classes about it. The people of Yatsuo are raised with the festival. Young children look up to their older peers who dance well, and during the festival it's possible to see even children younger than kindergarten age trying hard to copy the dancing of the adults. The dance of the festival has 3 kinds: dancing in the parade, in a circle, or on stage. The most famous is the parade dancing, where dancers and crowds slowly make their way through the town. Tourists can participate in the circle dance, so if you ever have the chance to join an Owara circle, it's a great way to become part of the festival. The general schedule of the Kaze no Bon is that on the first and second days, visitors can watch the dancing in each part of the town through the day until late at night. On the third day, it's possible to watch the dancing from evening to late at night. Also, from about 2 a.m. it's possible to see late-night parade dancing as well. The Kaze no Bon is well known as a quiet festival, but even so, the small town can become quite crowded with many people during its festivities. However, once the late-night parade dancing begins, the crowds thin out, giving visitors who stay out late a chance to relax and fully enjoy watching the performers. During this time, dancers from that region and the people who live there can play music and dance as they please in the parade, creating a different, more relaxed atmosphere to that of the daytime. These days, Owara is a refined tradition of dance, but originally it was more like a local festival. As the times changed and the traditions began to die out, one local doctor and his friends worked hard to fight for the revival of Owara. They gathered new songs, asked famous writers to write lyrics, and had a lead Japanese dance company choreograph the festival's new dance. Because of the joint efforts of so many people, the group was able to revitalize Owara into what it is today. This effort was picked up by Japanese news and other TV programs. In this and other ways, the traditions of Owara continue to be shared. The excellent manga, Tsukikage Baby, talks about Owara's culture and the lives of the people who live in Yatsuo, sharing the behind-the-scenes of Owara to make it more well-known. The word Tsukikage in the title of the manga means moonlight, and it also carries the meaning of the half-moon, whose shape is that of sugegaso worn by the Owara dancers. Because this manga offers accurate depictions of not only Owara, but also the town of Yatsuo's scenery, just walking through the town one can come across important scenes from the manga. I highly recommend checking out this manga before visiting Yatsuo. If you come to Japan on vacation, maybe you can take time to visit Yatsuo and see Owara for yourself. Even outside of the festival period in September, there are Owara performances twice a month. From JR Toyama Station, you can get there in 25 minutes by train, 30 by car, an hour and a half by bike, or 3 hours walking. From Toyama Airport, it's 1 hour by train. Thanks for watching the video.